Hello ladies, that's thugs and gentlemen, we back again, and I know I've been going for a couple, about 2 weeks, which ain't like me, because I do something every day. But let's get into it, mother effer. Now with that being said, let me let you know right now, I'm not changing my original prediction. I really do think Glenn's still gonna catch this motherfucking bat, regardless of what I found out. And the reason being, I'm gonna get to that later. We gonna bring that back up later. But for right now, I'm gonna give you the only possible solutions to who might get killed. And it's very, very simple. See, the first thing that people make the mistake of is saying, oh, well, Negan skipped around a little bit. No, the camera skipped around a little bit. Let's keep it a bean. You can make any camera shot any way you want. Just like you start seeing it at random. And for real, the one that threw it off was Michonne looking up when he was counting and the bat wasn't in her face. This tended to make you think, oh, shit, he's going out of order. That's not the case. That you see when Negan's counting don't mean shit. Let's just assume that the count goes to the way that the people are sitting, starting from Rick where he started off. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You do the any, mini, miny, mo and see where you land at. Now, that's the first thing. Second thing is this. Being a fellow writer and in the process of making my own show, cartoon, and comic book, I know a little thing about foreshadowing. Let's give you a short lesson. With foreshadowing, first thing you learn is you don't do something like put a gun on the table and actually show this gun or the person touching it unless it's planned on being used at some point in the series or show. Now, that being said, let's take into account to 3 situations where foreshadowing really foretold who was going to get killed by Negan. That being said, let's take into account to 3 situations where foreshadowing really foretold who was going to get killed by Negan. With the one that had everybody for determined the scene when Glenn was about to get his head bashed in by a bat, and then they got saved because Carol blew some shit up and stuff like that. That was the first foreshadowing, because that's how Glenn died in the comic book, on his knees, waiting to get smacked and get the shit beat out of him. Now if that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what to tell you. Now let's go to another picture where Glenn's holding a bat. Why the fuck would they let Glenn hold a bat knowing that's how he died in the comic book? First is when they did the raid on the Saviors when it first popped off. First thing you notice, Glenn is looking at the pictures with motherfuckers' head beat in. Why would that be sentimental to anybody? Why? He the only one that seen it. He didn't tell Rick and them like, yo, I seen these pictures. This nigga crazy, dog. He beat the shit out of these niggas. No, he ain't say nothing. He seen the pictures, got scared, shook the fuck up, and they left it at that. That's heavy foreshadowing. Now, the one that stands out the most is the point of view shot from the creek. People say, oh, Abe gonna die, Abe gonna die. Fuck you mean Abe gonna die? We know Daryl ain't gonna die. What the fuck you mean Abe gonna die? If you was gonna kill Abe, you should have killed him with that fucking arrow instead of Denise. That's first. Secondly, if you pay attention to the point of view shot from inside the creek, that obviously shows you one thing. How would you give a point of view shot from inside the creek if somebody in that creek wasn't going to die? Now, let's run down the list of who is sitting in this crate. Daryl, Michonne, Rosita, Glenn. Now, let's look at this. Now, if these 4 is inside the crate, why in the fuck in the holy hell would you show them looking out of this crate and not killing? Why have another point of view shot with somebody getting killed if it wasn't their point of view in the creek? That's just my one opinion of the situation. If you're going to use a point of view shot in the beginning and a point of view shot at the end, then that's normally saying that the person from point of view was the person that got killed. Now, with all that being said, I told you I think it's going to be Glenn. And if it isn't by some type of miracle, I know exactly who it's going to be. It ain't going to be Abraham. It's going to be this nigga here. For those who are about to say he's not important enough, yes, Aaron is, and let me explain to you why he might not be important to you, but he is the whole and sole reason that Rick and the rest of them are in Alexandria right now. He found them and brought them back and gave them a chance, so there would never be no Rick running Alexandria if it wasn't for him. And I think that's how the show's going to make it, see it from Rick and them point, and I think they're going to really build it up to that point. Only thing I can come up with is if y'all not gonna kill Glenn, why the fuck would y'all have a mannequin of this nigga unless y'all gonna beat the holy shit out of it with a bat? And that's all I'm gonna say. And yes, this is a true picture. AMC tried to take that thing down from everywhere. You know I got it though, so don't worry about it. My prediction still gonna be Glenn, and if they try to change it, it's gonna be Aaron. And I'm sorry, man. I kind of like Aaron. He was cool. He was a rider. But Glenn,